Picture a chilly evening in the winter of 1905, not in some far-flung Arctic outpost, but in the bustling metropolis of San Francisco, California. Our protagonist is an 11-year-old boy named Frank Epperson, a child like any other, prone to youthful curiosity and perhaps a touch of forgetfulness. On this particular night, Frank was enjoying a homemade sugary soda, a concoction of powdered flavoring mixed with water. As he often did, he was stirring his drink with a wooden stick. Now, fate, in its often unpredictable manner, decided to intervene. Distracted by the allure of childhood adventures, or perhaps simply called away for supper, Frank inadvertently left his sugary beverage outside on the porch. The San Francisco night air, dropping to a surprising chill, began its silent work. Little did young Frank know that this seemingly insignificant act of forgetfulness would set in motion a chain of events leading to a frozen treat enjoyed by millions across the globe. The following morning dawned bright and crisp. Frank, perhaps remembering his abandoned drink, ventured out onto the porch. What he discovered was not the liquid refreshment he had left behind, but a solid, icy mass. The sugary water had frozen solid, and the stirring stick was now firmly embedded within the ice. Curiosity piqued Frank, like any good budding scientist, albeit an accidental one, decided to investigate this frozen phenomenon. He attempted to pull the stick out of the ice. To his surprise, the entire icy concoction slid out along with it, forming a frozen, sugary lollipop of sorts. Intrigued, Frank did what any 11-year-old would do. He tasted it. And thus, the first rudimentary popsicle was born, a frozen, sugary treat accidentally created by a forgotten drink and a cold night. Young Frank Epperson had stumbled upon a delicious and novel way to enjoy a sweet beverage. He dubbed his accidental invention the Epsicle, a portmanteau of his last name, Epperson, and icicle. For the next 18 years, the Epsicle remained largely a homemade treat, enjoyed by Frank and his friends and family. It was a simple pleasure, a frozen novelty that likely brought smiles on warm days. Frank, as he grew older, continued to make his Epsicles, perhaps not fully realizing the potential of his accidental creation. Life, as it often does, moved forward. Frank grew up, married, and had children. He continued to make his frozen treats for his own kids, who also became enthusiastic fans. It was his children who played a pivotal role in the next stage of the Epsicle's journey. As the story goes, one day, one of Frank's children suggested a more descriptive and appealing name for the frozen treat. They proposed Popsicle, a catchy and evocative term that combined pop for the popular soda aspect and icicle for its frozen form. The name stuck, and the Epsicle was reborn as the Popsicle. Now, with a new name and the enthusiastic endorsement of his children, Frank began to see the commercial potential of his accidental invention. He started selling popsicles at local events, like firemen's picnics and amusement parks. The frozen treat proved to be a refreshing and popular novelty, especially on hot days. The early popsicles came in a variety of flavors, mirroring the popular powdered drink mixes of the time. They were a simple and affordable way to enjoy a sweet, cooling treat. The image of a frozen, flavored ice on a stick began to take root in the American consciousness. The story takes a significant turn in 1923 when Frank Epperson applied for a patent for his frozen confection. The patent described the process of freezing a flavored liquid on a stick to create a single-serving frozen treat. This marked the formal recognition of the popsicle as a distinct invention. The following year, 1924, Epperson partnered with the Joe Low Company, a prominent manufacturer of ice cream and confectionery. This partnership would prove crucial in scaling up the production and distribution of popsicles, bringing them to a wider audience. However, the narrative takes a somewhat bittersweet twist. In 1929, Epperson, facing financial difficulties, was compelled to sell his patent rights to the Joe Low Company. While he is forever credited as the inventor of the Popsicle, he did not ultimately reap the full financial rewards of his accidental creation. Under the ownership of the Joe Low Company, which later became Popsicle Industries, the Popsicle continued to grow in popularity. The company introduced the iconic twin Popsicle, featuring 2 sticks so that it could be easily shared. This innovation further broadened its appeal, especially among children. The flavors expanded dramatically, catering to a wide range of tastes. From fruity classics like cherry and grape to more exotic and adventurous combinations, the Popsicle became a frozen kaleidoscope of sugary delights. Its simple yet satisfying format made it a beloved treat for generations. The cultural impact of the Popsicle is undeniable. It has become a nostalgic symbol of childhood summers, a refreshing antidote to hot weather, and a quintessential part of the American experience. From neighborhood ice cream trucks to grocery store freezers, the Popsicle has secured its place as a beloved frozen confection. The story of the Popsicle serves as a charming reminder that some of the most successful inventions arise not from meticulous planning or complex scientific endeavors, but from simple accidents and a bit of childlike curiosity. A forgotten sugary drink on a cold night in San Francisco inadvertently led to a global phenomenon. Frank Epperson's accidental creation highlights the importance of observation and the potential for innovation in the most unexpected circumstances. A child's forgetfulness transformed into a treat enjoyed by millions, a testament to the power of serendipity. The journey of the Popsicle, from a frozen sugary stick on a San Francisco porch to a globally recognized frozen treat, is a sweet and surprising one. It underscores the idea that sometimes the best ideas are the ones we stumble upon quite by accident. The legacy of the Popsicle continues to this day, with countless variations and flavors available worldwide. It remains a simple yet satisfying pleasure, a frozen testament to a cold night and a young boy's forgotten drink. Its story is a delightful blend of chance, ingenuity, and the enduring appeal of a sweet, icy treat on a stick. Consider the sheer simplicity of it all: flavored water, a stick, and freezing temperatures. Yet, this unassuming combination has brought joy to countless people for over a century. The Popsicle stands as a delicious monument to the unexpected power of a forgotten drink. The next time you enjoy the refreshing coolness of a Popsicle on a warm day, take a moment to appreciate its humble beginnings. Think back to that chilly San Francisco night in 1905, and the 11-year-old boy whose forgetfulness inadvertently gifted the world with this iconic frozen treat. It's a story as delightful and refreshing as the Popsicle itself.